Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone. Today we are going to do a presentation about our culture. Our group consists of Sri Wahyuni, Indah Ramadhani, and myself, Andini Lestari. We are making this presentation to fulfill the assignment for this English conversation class. In this presentation, we will talk about cultural similarities and differences in Bulungan Regency.
I like our culture because over the time, cultural development has a role and function to increase the national spirit. This is because local culture contains social values that need to be applied by each Indonesian society itself.
Bulungan culture is similar to Tidung ethnic. Bepupur is a procession before a Tidung's typical wedding, which is carried out by the groom after the proposal ceremony. Bepupur is the stage and series before the wedding, where the groom is covered with powder, has unique kind of sensation after applied. Our skin is getting colder for minutes, specially formulated by the bride's family. The Bepupur procession is carried out in stages, cover the face, followed by the body and limbs of the bride and groom. In the Bepupur ritual, the type of cold powder is divided into two, namely pupur specifically for the face and pupur for the body and other body parts. The basic ingredients for the two types of powder are prepared from finely ground rice, turmeric, pandan shoots, and other ingredients. The eldest relative will crown the groom and apply the powder we know as bedak dingin to groom's skin. It starts with odd number of people, example, starting from 5 people, 7 or 9 people, and this Bepupur procession will be accompanied by a Japin dance.
But traditional house Bulungan different from Tidung ethnic. This Bulungan traditional house is located in the East Kalimantan region, precisely in the city of Tanjung Selor. The architectural style of the Bulungan traditional house is more inclined to a colonial architectural style that is adapted to the tropical climate in Indonesia. The traditional Bulungan house is actually only used for important meetings during the Bulungan Sultanate. The architecture of the Bulungan traditional house itself was affected because as a result of the Dutch East Indies trading activities in Bulungan in that mess. This activity affected the activity of the Bulungan community, especially in the architectural field which had been adapted to the local climate. For example, the emergency of dormer formation on the roof, the shape of magnificent building and symmetrical, and there are floral motif and floral landscaping processing. For the characteristic of Bulungan buildings, Malay and Dutch Islamic Dayak buildings have influenced the style of buildings in Bulungan according to the era and social forms carried out at that time, which were finally applied to the shape of typical Bulungan traditional house. On the front of the building, there are 3 pyramidal and triangular roofs. On the back of the neck and the left side of the building, it has a rough style with a touch of jewel typical of Dutch architecture, which was famous in the 1800, namely the Empire style, which has a magnificent impression with columns lining the terrace of the house. To represent the Dayak culture, it can be seen in the front of the Tanduk house, which is the traditional house of the Bulungan type.
Next, traditional house Tidung ethnic, Baloy house. This traditional house is a blend of architectural art culture from the Tidung tribal community, one of the tribes in North Kalimantan. The name of the Tidung tribe itself comes from Tideng, word which means mountain. Although the majority of the Tidung people live in coastal area, the Tidung people do not occupy only one area. They often move from and to the interior of Kalimantan. Because of this frequent move, the Tidung people began to get influence from Muslim traders who often stop in coastal area. that affect the architecture of the Baloi Mayo traditional house. This traditional house has a unique architectural from typical of the Tidung tribe, in contrast to other the traditional house. This North Kalimantan traditional house show a modern impression, which is thought to be derived from the influence of the Lamin house, a traditional house belonging to East Kalimantan. The traditional house of North Kalimantan also has a lot of philosophical meanings from its form and architecture. The meaning of this philosophy describe the life of the Tidung people, both in terms of social and religious matters. They also provide carvings and motifs depicting marines, life on the roof of the house and the wrist plank. This has a meaning to describe the life of the Tidung people who mostly work as fishermen. In addition, the room in Baloi house also has a function that is closely related to the activities of social community. This shows that the Tidung people are people who have a high social spirit and prioritize deliberation to solve and all problems. On the walls there are also carvings that are very close and depict local wisdom in the coastal area, such as carvings in the form of flora, fauna, and others.
Culture is very important to know because based on website of the Ministry of Cultural Education. Here are some of the benefits of cultural diversity for a nation. 1. Become the identity of the nation in the eyes of the world. 2. Enriching national culture. 3. Strengthen relationship between citizens. Next, become a tourist asset. Then become a source of knowledge. Last one, cultivate a sense of nationalism. That's all for our presentation and thank you so much for attention. Bye.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.